We audition up to 300 singers a year. And what I do is, at the end of our audition sessions, I will decide on the most outstanding of the singers that I've heard, the ones I feel have a really strong chance of making a good solo career.
When you know there's maybe 50, 60 odd people in the chorus here over the whole season, to think that you've been one of 3 picked out, it's a huge honour.
You can't measure its importance, really, for a young singer, you know, because if these things are presented to you as a young singer, a young professional, you grab them with both hands.
This program made me much more self-confident, you know, because I had to be really good every day.
Shimon did an audition, and here was somebody who has got enormous talent, very young and not very experienced in the operatic field, and he was obviously somebody I thought would benefit hugely from concentrated operatic coaching here at Glyndebourne.
From Cenerentola, I learned a lot of things. You have to be humble to your voice, to your talent. If you want to be a good singer, you have to take care of yourself.
You see your vibrato is much more regular. Are you noticing that?
Yeah, because I'm not pushing anything. Yeah.
So vibrato is also regulated exactly as you're saying by pushing too much excessive air.
Yeah.
The larynx changes the pressure and the speed of your vibrato.
Ellie Larne I saw at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in several of their opera school productions. Very accomplished and talented on stage, and she made a strong impression on me there before she did her audition for Glyndebourne. It's
hugely demanding. At the beginning of the season, I was very good at signing my name up to lots of practice sessions and working on audition rep and thinking, God, I'm really going to get as much out of this as I can. But at the moment, there's a lot of 3-session days, so rehearsing one opera in the day, then doing a show in the evening. It's very busy and very tiring, but therefore it's a big eye-opener as to what the profession's going to be like.
It's a question of how they can benefit from all this intensive training, and I felt that Gavan certainly would make huge steps, and he's proved that, and it's obvious in the performances he's given in The Fairy Queen.
I'm fortunate enough to be playing the role of Phoebus, which is the sun god. Doing something like this is definitely a step up for me and a challenge.
The aim is to provide opportunities for them to enhance their talent in a very specialised way while they're at Glyndebourne.
As part of the Jerwood Young Artist programme, we get fantastic coachings and fantastic lessons from not only, let's say, people that they bring in, but also the people that are working full-time on the specific operas in question.
There isn't a set course as to who you're going to see every week. It's just a case of taking advantage of the brains and the talent that's here.
For example, I needed Russian coaching, so I went to Steven and asked him if there is possibility to have this coaching. And yeah, it was like, okay, there will be persons.
Полный страсти. Long note, but last note a little less. Okay?
In addition to all this work in the season that they're involved in, where they get the additional coachings, etc., we like to look after them after they've finished as choristers at Glyndebourne, and it's our intention, where possible, that we can give them roles in the tour and later in the season.
I'm doing the first bridesmaid in the new production of Figaro, which is technically my debut role at Glyndebourne, which is a massive honour and very exciting. And then when the production goes on tour this autumn, I've been offered to do the cover of Susanna, and I have 4 shows as well.
Any artistic quest requires immense hard work, and it doesn't stop once they've achieved some measure of success, because it has to continue, and you have to improve. The expectations get higher the more you do, and at the higher the level you work at.
He's picked the 3 of us to help nurture something that he thinks has got potential to come back here in a few years' time and, fingers crossed, live the dream and become a principal.
It's places like this that you really can develop and grow as a professional. Those few months are absolutely integral to your professional and artistic development.
It's nice that at the end of the season that they've got a distillation of experience that they can put into effect when they're engaged in their own right later. And for me now, the proof is to see if that work is reflected in their performances in the future.